Hello, everybody. November Charlie for X-Ray Lima, North Carolina for extreme lovers. I want to welcome you to Parks on the Air. I want to welcome you to a unique, different style of having fun that you might not be quite familiar with, and I'll try to make it a little bit simpler for you. For those of us that have been hands for a long time, we always used to go CQ, 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 sit there for 5 minutes, CQ, 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 sit there for 5 minutes, CQ, CQ, CQ. And all of a sudden, finally get somebody to make a contact, and they wanted to check their radio out, and boom, they were gone. Uh, then you sat there and tried to do it for another 20, 30, 40 minutes trying to make contacts. And unless you participate in a lot of contests, where you're actively making quick contacts, there doesn't seem like much is going on unless you want to join a net of some type, which is good. Nets are good. I'm not arguing with nets. They have procedures, and we all get to utilize the band and the frequencies. But you might have heard about this POTA stuff, and that's what you signed up for. And when I say signed up for, I mean you registered your call sign. There's no financial information, any of that kind of stuff you're having to deal with. It's just simply making contacts. Now, as you being brand new and a hunter, that means you're hunting from home or hunting from your car, your 18-wheeler, your ambulance, wherever you're operating your radio from, you might find it quite interesting that you can travel across all the bands at different times of the day and make contacts with somebody who's crazy like me that'll go out in a park, whether it's 30 degrees or 13 degrees or 78 degrees, and activate. That's make contacts from that POTA park. And you don't have to sit there and call CQ, 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 and hope for somebody to come by. One of the things with Parks on the Air, we're very fortunate, and that's a spotting page that tells you, the hunter, where we are time-wise and band, so that you can participate. And if you like ISIS or satellite, there's folks that do satellite. If you like CW, there's folks that do CW. If you like digital, there's digital being done. If you like phone, there's phone being done. So there's a wide variety of opportunities for you to participate in. One of the things that will probably confuse you at first is, why do I work somebody there in that park and somebody else is there in that park? Why do I work them? Each activator is responsible for their logs and upload their logs to the POTA site. A lot of us will upload our logs to QRZ, QSL, Club Log, or LOTW. Not everybody does. But many of us do take the time to upload them there. You as a hunter, you don't have to upload anything. It's all dependent upon the activator. And you'll find activators on pretty much 12 to 18 hours a day. And depending on what part of the country you're in, you might find a lot of DX stations on different bands, the upper bands. Do not ever think that, well, I can't work there. You won't know unless you go and try. 40 meters, I've worked Japan at 5 o'clock in the morning. Locally, at 5 a.m. in the locally time here in North Carolina to Japan from the car with an ATOS. So don't say you can't, you don't know, and until you try, you won't know if you could. That's what we're trying to share with you. Feel free to run QRP. On sideband, that's 10 watts. On CW, that's 5 watts. People love chasing QRP operators. And all you have to do is go participate. You can utilize the spotting page to find where they're at, or you can do it the old-fashioned way we used to do, is spin the dial, start at one end of the band and work your way to the other band, go to another band and start all over and do it again. There's several different challenges or opportunities for you. If you want to work all states, I've worked 43 states in one outing. That's pretty common for myself. All of us don't do that. Many folks can run 20 or 30 states just going out to a park and making 50 to 100 contacts and work that many different states. And again, remember, once the activator uploads their log to the POTA site, then the confirmation is done. So hunters, you don't have to worry about that. You just need to go to your My Hunters log section and see who's uploaded their logs. And sometimes we as activators may make a mistake and type the call in wrong. We're human, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of people enjoying meeting new friends, new acquaintances, new fellowships, new meet and greets. Going to Hamcation, I went last year. I wouldn't trade that for nothing. It was one of the best times I've ever had. I'd like to get to Dayton, but as the body gets older, things change in life, so I have to be grateful for just getting up. But there's a lot of nice, wonderful people out there amongst all the sad hams and the folks that think that they own frequencies because they've had a Geritol net for however long. We all have to share the bands, and that's one of the things about it. With POTA, Parks on the Air, there's a lot more activity on the bands, and some people get offended because they want to keep it 5kc quiet on both sides of their frequency because they don't want to be disturbed. Well, most of us activators are running 50, 80 watts, 20 watts, and running compromised antennas. We're not sitting in a house where you have a bathroom or a KW to play with or a rotatable antenna. We have the fun part of working out in the field. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving yourself an opportunity to experience something different with working all the different activators. Remember, an activator each has their own style. None of us are the same. So as you get to learn to work the different activators, you will find out what is the best way to get into their pile-up. Check your awards page frequently. Check the My Hunters log frequently. See what you've accomplished. And go have fun. Remember, amateur radio is a hobby. In time of emergency, many amateur radio operators provide an extreme, powerful support. We all work together for the same cause to take care of those around us in case of catastrophic emergencies and so forth. But in the process, until that time comes where we're needed, we go out and play. 73s, have fun. Do enjoy the hobby. That's what it is. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers, 73s.